year he had for the Lancer defense. And was lastly Matt Storino. Those number of seniors, we wanted to recognize them on a fine season, obviously with their leadership. But congratulations to Danny Tennessee, athletic director, and obviously the Lancer contingent. Their goal ball and their run. Kenosha is very proud of them. Final statistics. We'll get to that. The Lancers. Chris Tennessee, who's returning unofficially, 18 carries for 111 yards. Berkeley Kuiper, 2 for 4 yards. Tyler Butera-Weiss, 12 carries for 25. Zach Rizzo, 2 carries for 2 yards, 1 a touchdown. And Dominic Rinaldi, 1 for 8. Passing, what a game Zach Rizzo had. 13 out of 16 unofficially for 226 yards. His main receiver, Dominic Rinaldi, had 11 catches for 192 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Tomas Bias had 2 catches for 34 and a touchdown. For Cochran, Fountain City, Ethan Smith, 7 rushes for 48. Liskowski, 11 rushes for 90 yards. And Kujak, 3 for 8. Kujak was 13 out of 24 for 169 yards. Myers had 2 catches for 51 and a touchdown. Dan Bennett had 4 catches for 41. Hop had 4 catches for 36. Ethan Smith, 2 catches for 36. Final score of the Week 7 state championship.
Welcome to Camp Randall as we get set for the Division 6 state championship game, as the Edgar Wildcats will face off with the Darlington Redbirds. Steve Ocketic, Sports on Focus, here to take you through this one. Edgar, a streak they want to continue. They've won 2 in a row. They're looking to match Stratford's recent streak of 3 in a row. State titles, doing the same thing, starting in one division, bumping up and winning one. But Darlington, they have a streak they would love to break today. They have lost 6 straight times here in Camp Randall, looking to avoid number 7. That includes their last trip, in which they lost on an untimed down on a field goal from a foreign exchange student. That was against Stratford. Lorenz Plattner getting the field goal there to give Stratford. That was their 2nd straight. They won another one last year in Division 5. And then this year came up just short, losing to Northwestern, who we will see here in just a little bit. Division 7 game, that was won by Kenosha St. Joseph behind a big passing day, only 3 incompletions. But we're going to take a quick break while they do national anthem. Can't hear it much from inside the press box here at Camp Randall, but we'll be back with the first half coming up here in just a moment, so stick around.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Winter Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
I absolutely feel that Tiger Lily is getting a great education with RVA. She is challenged and she's not bored. She enjoys her classwork.
I love the teachers. The teachers are the best part. My teachers are very friendly and they're easy to reach out to when I need help with an assignment. The teachers are always there when you need help.
What I love about RVA is the flexibility first, but second is that Tiger Lily is so happy with this school, with her teachers, and with what she's learning. It's awesome.
Well, I went to Tremper. Did you? What year? Graduated 2010. Graduated 2010, that's my same year my daughter was went to Whitewater for journalism and graduated there from 2014. Covered some high school sports, kind of around there a little bit, and then ended up in Appleton. I coached basketball at Bradford. Well, I know that. I know who you are. Oh, okay. Who doesn't know who you are? Oh, who are you? Diego Schottler.
All right. Welcome back. National Anthem in the books. They're doing some simple introductions here. As trying to get this one going, we are already behind schedule. We are 5 minutes behind here as that D7 game ran long. A lot of scoring there. Kenosha St. Joseph getting the 35-19 win over Cochrane Fountain City. That was a heck of a performance from the quarterback there for, find that here, make sure I get his name right. Oh, the one page that won't open up. Zach Rizzo. But we are ready to go here. Darlington won the toss. They chose to receive. One kind of an interesting one. I think Darlington wanting to get points on the board early as we are high above Camp Randall Stadium. We are up above the upper deck here on the west sideline looking down onto the field. As the officials come out, and we are ready to go. Edgar getting themselves pumped up, and they will bring the kicking unit out here to kick away. Edgar will send Trelicki out there. Anthony Trelicki had a good game kicking against Mondovi, helped in that one. Edgar getting here with that very close win over Mondovi. That took a fumble recovery with just over a minute left on a fourth down for Edgar to advance here. Darlington blew out Manitowoc Lutheran. That game was out of hand early, so Trelicki back deep to kick, two back deep for the Redbirds. Stepping up, and the kick is away. It's going to be a little squib kick. That's going to be taken at the 35 and down there. And that is where the Darlington offense will take over, 1st and 10. Darlington in black uniforms. Despite being the Redbirds, they wear black. Black uniforms with white numbers. It's a clean look for the Redbirds. And their quarterback, Zeke Zuberbuller. That is going to be a tough one for me to say today. Zuberbuller. He is in the pistol. Callum Christ is the one behind him, I believe. It's going to be a give up the middle. That is going to be a nice game. Christ is going to get that one out across the 40. That is going to get out to the 41. That's going to be a gain of 6 on first down. 2nd and 4. Just a straight option run up the middle. I don't think there was much of an option on it there as Zuberbuehler in that pistol look. He will send. Everything crashing on us there for a minute. As we get back in here, taking a look out onto the field. Darlington able to drive down the field for a touchdown. Missed that in all of the hullabaloo with our issues there, but we are back going here. So I want to apologize to everyone at home as we are in immediate timeout. We will keep it here. Darlington just able to march down the field. We'll check the official stats. But a big so I get everything put in here. Big play, a little bit of trickeration there as they went end around, flipped it back to Zuberbuehler, and then he was able to throw that one into the end zone for the touchdown. So that was a big play there by the Darlington Redbirds to get up 7-0, kick the extra point. They'll be kicking off. We'll see this Edgar offense for the first time, an offense that is more than happy to kind of slow things down a little bit. They're going to push the ball downfield. They're not going to push the ball downfield all that often, but when they do, they are successful. They haven't thrown the ball a lot, but they have thrown a few touchdowns here as Darlington will send out to kick here. That is going to be, as we take a look here, number 7 is Yasser Adino doing the kicking. 3 back deep to return as that kick's going to go over here to the near side, taken at the 15, at 20, 25, 30. Cuts it back. That's Maurer. Maurer is staying on his feet. He's going to get across the 40 with that one. Nice return there from Gavin Maurer. Gets that one across. They will mark him at the 41, it looks like. And the Edgar Wildcats take over there. Obviously, we get a little extra downtime here in these games as we do get TV involved as well. So Edgar will come out. 1 wide to the far side. That split back look. Maurer and Maverick Butt back there. Butt is on the near side. Maurer on the far side. They send the receiver in motion. Snap. It's going to be a give Maurer. Maurer comes over here to the near side. He had a lane but closed down quickly. Callum Christ got the tackle there. But it is going to be a gain. That's going to get out to the 44. So a gain of just 3, 2nd and 7. As we see some students from the next game, that is one of the upcoming games. We got 2 more for you yet today. We'll have highlights and photos of. That is a snap. Give. That's going to go to Maverick Butt. Maverick Butt cuts it back into the middle. He's going to be swarmed right on the W. He'll get that one across the 45. To the 47. That's going to set up a 3rd and 4 for the, or 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Edgar Wildcats. Edgar has had some close calls in the playoffs. They had 3 one-score or less wins, 21-14 over Loyal Greenwood. As they send it back in motion in next to the line, snap. It's going to be a quick give. Maurer and that's going to be to Butt, and that play was well read by this Redbird defense as Butt gets nothing. I'll give him 1 to the 48. And I imagine we will see Gavin Maurer drop back in punt formation. Interesting decision time here. Yes, they will send Maurer back. Obviously, Maurer, with his speed, a candidate to take off and run with it at any given time. Maurer takes a step back. He will kick this one away from the 35. Snap. Low snap. Maurer picks it up. He gives this one a boot. That's going to be a high end over end. That's going to take a bounce at the 20. It's going to be swarmed up at the 15. Pushing forward. They will just get out near the 20. So a good punt there, returned by Zeke Zuberbuehler. And he gets that one out. They will mark him at the 19. So that is where the Darlington offense will take over, 1st and 10. So Darlington comes out. See this Darlington offense for the second time. Drove right down the field on this Edgar defense that first time through. It is Christ with Zuberbuehler in front of him in that pistol look. They send the receiver in motion across the formation. It's going to give Christ up the middle. He's going to get out near the 25. Actually, they will give him the 25. So nice carry there from Callum Christ. Gets that out to the 25. And it'll be 2nd and 4 for Darlington, as they have really not faced even really a 2nd and long in this game so far, as they've really been able to push that ball ahead, as they will send 2 receivers out either side. It is Kagan Paisley out wide on the far side. They send the receiver, Ryder Fitzsimmons, on the near side. That is going to be a straight run, and that is going to be stopped. Zuber-Buehler on the carry. He will get just 1 to the 26. And that will set up a 3rd and 3. Darlington, a team that doesn't put the ball in the air all that much. Not quite as bad as Reedsburg, that's only completed 6 passes on the year. But they like to run the football. Zuber-Buehler looks over to the sideline, gets the signal from the coach. Gives a little signal to the receiver on the far side. Go, give. That's going to be Chris. Chris fighting through traffic. He was hitting the backfield, but pulls himself forward. He will get the 30, pulled the pile with him. Callum Chris will get that one to the 30, and that'll be a first down. 1st and 10 for the Darlington Redbirds. During a quick first quarter, we already are down to 4 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Now more of a shotgun look. Receivers either side. Zuber-Buehler in that look. They're going to send the receiver in motion. That's Fitzsimmons. It's going to be a straight run up the middle. That is going to get across the 35. Looks like maybe the 36. That was Zuber-Buehler again on the run. Gets that one all the way out. They will give him, we'll call it the 35. 2nd down and 5 for the Redbirds. It's hard to process that they're the Redbirds when they wear black and white. So now they're going to get everybody tight, more of a 3-back look. It's going to be a give over here from back on the far side. That's going to break through. First carry, that is going to be number 8, Fitzsimmons on the carry. Ryder Fitzsimmons gets that one to the 41. That's going to be another Redbird first down. Look up on the big board. Make sure we had the number right on that. Not used to calling games from all the way up here. We are a little higher than we're used to at high school stadiums. As Fitzsimmons heads out wide to the far side. Shotgun look here for the Redbirds. Chris next to Zuber-Buehler. Option look. They're going to give Chris. Chris working off the far side. Chris cuts it back. He's got room to run. Down the sideline, he will break a tackle, but he will be slowed down enough that the rest of the Edgar defense can catch up. Not before he gets that one all the way down to the 26. Nice run there from Callum Christ. That was a big gain there. 33 on the carry. And that puts Chris now 7 carries for 76 yards on the game. Fitzsimmons is wide here to the near side. It is Glendenning wide on the far side. They sent Glendenning in motion and said it's a give Chris, and that doesn't go much of anywhere. Looks like he might be, well, looks like they might give him no gain. They are going to give him no gain back to the 26. So it'll be 2nd and a short 10. As we approach 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Had some technical difficulties earlier there. Did miss a Redbirds touchdown. As they will send 2 wide to the far side. That is Boucher. Actually, they're going to spread it all the way out. 2 wide far side, 2 wide here to the near side. Send the slot receiver in motion. It's going to be a fake on the jet sweep. Zuber-Buehler up the middle. He's got the first down. He's going to get down near the 10. They will mark him at the 12. Another big gain there, 14 yards. And that is going to set up 1st and 10 from the 12. So Darlington can get a first down inside the 2-yard line. Bunch look here. They're going to bring, actually going to have Christ as the fullback in this set. That's going to go to Glendenning. Glendenning turns the corner. He'll pick up a couple. He'll get that one. Actually, he'll get 4. That's going to get inside the 10 down to the 8. So it'll be 2nd and 6 Darlington here, as this Darlington offense has been pretty much able to do whatever it's wanted tonight or this afternoon. 2nd and 6, 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Again, it's that 3-back look. Snap, give, Glendenning. Glendenning picking off the far side. Looking through traffic, leans forward. He is in. Touchdown, Darlington. Dante Glendenning into the end zone. Touchdown, Darlington. And it is 13-0 Darlington here in the first quarter. 50 seconds to go. They will send the field goal team on. Yasser Andino. He is a left-footed kicker. Something you don't see too often. Snap, ball is down. Kick on the way. Almost blocked, but it is good. Kick is good. 14-0. Darlington with the lead. We're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Drive summary for Darlington. 10 plays, 81 yards. Capped off by the Dante Glendenning 8-yard touchdown run. 14-0 Darlington. And actually, we're going to step right back aside. I felt for the same thing the players did. We are in a TV timeout. We'll be back right after this with the kickoff right here on Sports on Focus.
Do you know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances? Yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more. At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today.
I absolutely feel that Tiger Lily is getting a great education with RVA. She is challenged.
Excuse me. Welcome back. I fall for the same thing a lot of people did. You got to remember we got some extra timeouts here. The TV gets to take their timeouts. So we will see Darlington kick this one away again. As the kicker, Yasser Andino stepping up. He will boot this one away. End over end kick. That's going to go over on the far side. That's going to be kicked up by Tucker Strite. Strite is going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 25. So he'll get about a 10-yard return on that one. And that will be all that they will get. And we will see this Edgar offense for the second time today. Actually, I won't even give him the 25. He's just going to get 24. So just a 14-yard return on that one. Strite had some issues collecting that one as Edgar's going to come out. Wide receivers either side. Strite in the shotgun back either side of him. He looks in, snap. It's going to be looking to throw. Strite under pressure immediately. It's a screen pass picked off. Chris jumps the route. He's going to take it back. Touchdown, Darlington. Callum Chris jumped the route on the screen pass. Touchdown, Darlington, 20-0. That was just right there. There was not much that there wasn't much that Edgar could do once Chris got his hands on it. That one was right to him. They were trying to set up a screen pass. Strite was under pressure, as Yasser Andino in to kick the extra point. Snap. Good snap. Ball is down. Kick on the way. It is good. Extra point is good. 21-0. Darlington over Edgar. We're going to step aside. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this, right here on Sports on Focus. It'll be a short break. Well, no drive summary to speak of as interception return by Callum Christ gets the third score of the day for the Darlington Redbirds. They are up 21-0. Yasser Andino kick this one away. 3 wide in the back again. Maurer, Butt, and Tucker Strite. Andino stepping back. Capping up. Gives this one a boot. That one's going to go down the middle. That'll be bobbled for a second by Strite. He slips. Knee hit the ground. Tucker Strite lost his footing. Knee hits the ground, and he will be down around the 15. Looks like it's going to be the 14. And that is where Edgar will take over 1st and 10. As that was just some bad luck there for Tucker Strite. And Edgar will try and find something here. Split backs. Snap. Fake the give. Strite's going to spin out. Looking. Under pressure. Throws it away. Incomplete pass. Clock will stop. 27 seconds to go here in this first quarter, excuse me. It's been a long first quarter, just short and long. The last minute of this first quarter has taken about as long as the first 11 minutes did. Straight under center. Button Maurer side by side. One receiver out wide here to the near side. Snap. Give. It's not going to be a give. Strite's going to take it over here to the near side. Slips the first tackle. He's forced out of bounds across the 20. That'll be a nice gain there for Tucker Strite. That's going to get out. They will give him the 23. So that's going to set up a 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1 here for Edgar. One wide receiver here on the near side, almost out of bounds. Snap. Going away from him, that's going to be Strite. Strite working out the far side. He's got blockers. Cuts it back. Strite up the middle. Breaks free, and he is gone. One guy can maybe catch him. Has the angle. Strite cuts it back. He will be run down from behind. Excuse me, that is Butt. Maverick Butt on that one. And he will be run down from behind at the 16. Some nice vision there from Maverick Butt. A 61-yard run, and that will wrap up the first quarter. Edgar heading to the sideline. Zeros on the board for the first quarter. 21-0 Darlington, but Edgar threatening here. They are in the red zone. See what they can do with it when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Looking to harness the power of the sun and save on your energy costs? With Marshfield Medical Center Credit Union Solar Loan, you can go solar without the burden of paying interest on the full amount from the start. Here's how it works. Instead of financing everything up front, we disperse loans when requested by your solar installer. If you're waiting on your installer, you won't pay interest during the wait. By taking advantage of this flexible payment option, you could save on unnecessary interest charges. Visit mmccu.com/solar to learn more today.
With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. Century 21 Dairyland. We head to the second quarter. Edgar threatening here. They will have the split backs. Wide receiver here on the near side. Snap. Fake the give. Strite's going to turn. He's got room to run. He's going to run towards the sideline. He'll be pushed out of bounds inside the 5. Should be enough for a first down. It is. Tucker Strite, a nice run. Will get that one down. They will mark it right on the 5. So he gets 11. First and goal from the 5. They're going to go to the shotgun look this time. Maurer on the near side, but on the far side, they give Maurer. Maurer cuts it back. He's got a big hole. He'll go into the end zone. Touchdown, Edgar. Gavin Maurer saw the defense sliding to that far side, saw a huge opening in the middle, takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Edgar, 21-6. And a big extra point here. Yes, as Edgar is going to go for 2 here. So they're going to have 3 backs across the line behind Tucker Strite, who's under center. Strite, snap, fakes the give. He's going to look. He's going to drop back. Pressure coming. He's hit, goes down. 2-point conversion is no good. Tucker Strite sacked on that one, but the Edgar Wildcats get on the board, 21-6 Darlington. They'll be kicking off right after this right here on Sports on Focus.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has 2 different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
Trewicki in to kick this one away. Your drive summary for the Edgar Wildcats. 5 plays. 75 plays on that drive. 78 yards. Kickoff. That's going to come over here near side. Room to run coming down here along the sideline. That is Zuberfuhler. Zuberfuhler in the clear. He's got one guy to beat. He'll go down. So Darlington with the big return. That's going to get them set up at the 39 on the Edgar side of the field. And again, Darlington with snap, give up the middle. That is going to be going to be Christ up the middle. Callum Christ will get that one down to the 35, gain of 4. As they go again, give Christ into the line. That time he's not going to get much, maybe just one. So just one there for Christ as the defense collapsed down on him. Sets up a 3rd and 5. And if you're Edgar, you'd love to get a stop here. Get something positive. I mean, it's going to be 2 down territory for the Redbirds. 2 wide here to the near side, 1 wide to the far side on the far hash mark. Ball pretty much in the middle of the field. Zuberbuehler looks at the sideline. Zuberbuehler takes a snap. Looking, quick pass out here to the near side. Catch is made. Spins forward. They're going to be short. So the pass goes to Dante Glendenning. It's going to be short. They're going to mark it at the 32. So it's going to be just a gain of 2, and that'll set up a 4th and 3. So big 4th down here. If you're trying to get back into this game, it's going to be that 3-back look. Christ is the front man. Running forward, that is going to be just enough. Looks like that was Glendenning on the carry. Needed 3, got 3. Was Glendenning as we look at the replay on the big board. They stay in this split back look. The give, that's going to go to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons off the far side. Cuts it back. He's got a little bit of room. He'll be brought down by his ankles, but not before he gets another 1st down. Ryder Fitzsimmons gets that one all the way down. That'll be to the 18. Picks up 11. 1st and 10, Darlington. Darlington again in the red zone as they just keep moving this ball down the field. Split back. No, it's going to be that same look. The split backs with Christ as the fullback. This one's going to go to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons working out that far side. He's going to be spun out of bounds, but not before he gets down to the 15. You see this offense here doing a bit more. A little bit different look this drive. They'd been in that pistol look. This time they've got Christ as a fullback right behind Zuberbuehler. Then they've got Glendenning and Fitzsimmons out on kind of split behind that. They stay. No, they will not. Now they will go back to a shotgun look. Christ next to Zuberbuehler. They will send the receiver in motion across the formation. Fake the give. Zuberbuehler, straight run. He's going to get down. He'll be near the 10. They will give him the 11 on the carry. That is going to set up a 3rd and short. 3rd and 3 for the Redbirds. Darlington, champions of the SWAL. As they will send the receiver out wide to the far side. That is Kagan Paisley. Everybody else in that tight look, give Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons cutting back. He's got the 1st down. He stays on his feet down near the 5. He'll get to the 6. Ryder Fitzsimmons picks up 5 on 3rd and 3. 1st and goal for the Redbirds. This is just straight up bullying offense right now from the Redbirds. The option look they did early was a little bit more of your standard, a little bit more what you expected. You know, a little bit more of a finesse offense now this time. Now they come back out in that option shotgun look. Chris next to Zuberbuehler in that shotgun snap. It's going to be the option look. Zuberbuehler's going to keep it himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Darlington. Zuberbuehler saw the opening. The defense flooded it sideways to try and stop Chris going to the outside, and it left a wide open lane for Zuberbuehler to go right up the middle, and Darlington responds quickly. 27-6. Yasser Andino on to kick the extra point. Snap, good snap. Ball is down. Kick on the way. It is good. Darlington responds from the touchdown. 28-6 Darlington. We're going to get a TV timeout. We're going to step aside. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus.
Looking to harness the power of the sun and save on your energy costs? With Marshfield Medical Center Credit Union Solar Loan, you can go solar without the burden of paying interest on the full amount from the start. Here's how it works. Instead of financing everything up front, we disperse loans when requested by your solar installer. If you're waiting on your installer, you won't pay interest during the wait. By taking advantage of this flexible payment option, you could save on unnecessary interest charges. Visit mmccu.com/solar to learn more today.
Your drive summary for the Darlington Redbirds: 9 plays, 39 yards, capped off by the 6-yard touchdown run from Zeke Zuberbuehler. Extra point was good. 28-6. Darlington with the lead. Here from Barry Alvarez Field at Camp Randall Stadium. Yasser Andino to kick this one away. And yes, he does have a hyphenated Andino last name. Stepping back, the left-footed kicker for the Darlington Redbirds. Stepping up, he will kick this one. That's going to go on the ground. That's going to be taken by Maverick Butt. Butt with a bit of a seam up the middle, but it closes quickly. Butt drags the defender. That was Tag Goebel. Will get that one out to the 38. And that is where Edgar will take over 1st and 10. Edgar got the offense going last drive. See if they can keep it going here. Keep themselves in as Gavin Maurer comes to the sideline. He's hurt. So that's going to be an issue to see going forward as we now see number 11. That is Landon Lukasco in as that other back in the backfield snap. They're going to give it to Butt coming over here to the near side. Butt cuts it back. He's going to get that one down. It's going to be inside the 45. He will get the 46. So Maverick Butt, a nice gain on 1st down. 2nd and 2, a nice gain of 8 there. Maurer stays on the sideline as they bring the receiver in. And it's always interesting. The receiver just kind of tells the play to Tucker Strite, and then he runs over to the sideline. I think sometimes maybe trying to trick the team. Shotgun look here, snap. They're going to give Lukasco. Lukasco looking. He's going to cut it back. Lukasco is going to be down across near the 50, and he will get the 1st down. In fact, they will give him right on the 50-yard line. So that was a good run there. 1st down, keep the offense moving, keep the offense on the field. You gave up 21 points running 4 offensive plays. Darlington scored on the opening possession. Edgar 3 and out, punted it away. Darlington scored, and then Edgar threw the interception on first down after that. Snap, give. That is going to go to Maurer. Maurer back in the game. He will spin forward. He will get 3. So a short run there, 2nd and 7. But good to see Gavin Maurer back in the game. Probably just tweak something a little bit, need a little extra tape. Maurer still kind of grabbing at something there. Shotgun look, snap, they're going to give. But working over here to the near side, gets a block, but fighting forward. He's going to get to the 40. Are they going to give it to him? Looks like they're going to give him just short. Maverick Butt will get that one down to the 41, we'll call it. It's going to be 3rd and a half a yard. Clock running here, 5:43 to go in the half. One wide out here to the near side. That is Trewicki. Now they're going to switch the tight ends. Snap, give. That's going to go to Butt. Butt's not going to get much. He'll get enough, though. Maverick Butt, well, needed one, got one. Yeah, we'll give him 2. Gets that one down to the 39. That's a first down. Clock runs 5:16 to go. Here in the half. Straight in. Straight. Directing traffic. Everybody on the line except the 2 backs. Going to take a look, see which way they decide to go here. It's going to be a little sneaky handoff up the middle. It's not going to get much. Darlington ready for it as Maverick Butt gets that one down to the 38. Just a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. It was an interesting play design. They kind of handed to Butt quickly and then tried to fake some, maybe like an option run to the far side with Streit and Maurer. 4:28 to play. Clock running. Edgar, I think, hoping to maybe score this with minimal time left on the clock. They do get the ball to start the second half. So if you can go in with minimal time on the clock here, snap. Streit. It is a straight run. Streit in trouble. Streit's going to be run down back behind the line of scrimmage. Kagan Paisley got to him. That is going to be a huge loss. That is going to go all the way back. They will mark it at the 47. That was a loss of 9, and that sets up 3rd and 18 for Edgar. 2-down territory, obviously, but it's a lot tougher to get it here. So they're going to swap out some personnel, bring in a couple of extra receivers. Those receivers will stay on the line. Tight ends either side, extra tight end on that far side. Snap. Give. No, not a give. Streit will keep it, and he's going to go down again. No chance there for Tucker Streit as he's going to be sacked all the way back at the 49. 4th and 22, and Edgar's going to punt this one away with a little under 3 minutes to play. Darlington with all 3 timeouts. Darlington a chance to go up 30, get 35 in the first half. Wideouts, so yeah, punt formation. Excuse me on that. Maurer back deep. Good snap to Maurer. Steps up, gets the kick, almost blocked. That one's going to be allowed to bounce. It's going to roll and be downed at the 10. So a good punt there, flips the field. That'll be downed at the 10, and that is where Darlington will take over. They got to go 90 yards and 2:29. We're going to step aside, media timeout on the field. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus. Welcome back. Media still in the timeout. So 2 football champions have been crowned already. McDonald getting the win, 22-0 in the 8-player state championship last weekend. You can see highlights of that game on our social media at Sports on Focus. And then Kenosha St. Joseph winning the Division 7 game at 10 a, that started at 10 a.m. this morning. Ran long. That's why we were late getting on the air. That game took a long time. This one, not so much, as we are an hour in and we got 2:29 to go to the end of the first half. So Darlington will come out. They're going to come back into that pistol look. They're going to bring a wing in on the far side, receiver on the far side as well, snap. They're going to give it to the wing. Wing coming over here near side. He's got a bit of room, a little bit of a seam. Flag comes in. He will be run down. Second flag's going to come in as well. A couple there. That was Dante Glendenning, but we're going to see, I think these are going to be offsetting penalties. I think we're going to get a hold and a horse collar. Officials are going to get together and talk about it. Don't know how well we'll hear the official mics up here. It's a hold on Darlington, and it's a face mask. So they will offset, so we will replay first down. So offsetting penalties. Replay first down from the 10. 2:22 to go. Oh, yeah. Oh, looking at the high. One of the nice things here, we can see the replays up on the big screen here at Camp Randall. So they go more of a shotgun look. And that play, they had Chris, and instead Glendenning pulls it back. He's got room to run. He's going to go down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. Zuber Bueller will take that one into the end zone. Touchdown, Darlington. They had Chris in the backfield. Zuber Bueller pulled that one back, took it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown. And that is just a perfect design play when you use that option look. Everybody bought it, including me. I was ready to call the play in the backfield. That's why I kind of got out of sorts with who had the football. Zeke Zuberbuehler runs that one in. 34-6. And trying to tack on the extra point. Scap. Ball is down. Kick on the way. The kick is good. 35-6. Darlington with the lead. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with a kickoff right after this right here on Sports on Focus. A one-play 90-yard. No, it actually counts as two. 2-play 90-yard drive, the 90-yard touchdown run from Zeke Zuberbuehler. You look at the stat lines here. Zeke Zuberbuehler, 6 carries, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns. Callum Chris, 10 carries for 81. Dante Glendenning, 3 for 15. Ryder Fitzsimmons, 4 for 25 on the ground, as the Darlington Redbirds have really started to put some ground yards together. That's going to be a low-line drive. That's going to be taken by Maverick Butt here on the near side. He's going to bring that one back. He's got a seam, cuts it back. He'll get across the 40. There'll be an opportunity there for Edgar to maybe get some points here before the end of the half. As that'll be out, they will mark it at the 43. So Edgar with some good field position here. Down 35-6. Edgar comes out. They got all 3 timeouts and a minute 59 to do it. Under center. Snap. Fake to give. Strite's going to roll out. Pressure comes immediately. Strite in trouble. Throws that one back behind a little too far. Had a receiver open. That was Carson Nowak. Could not quite connect with him. Strite was under pressure and had to just get rid of that one. That was the play that we saw McDonald run over and over and over again against Gilman last Saturday in the 8-player state championship game. That run to the one side, throw it back behind you. So now in the shotgun, give. That is going to go to Maurer. Maurer is going to be spun down. He will pick up 1, but that is it. Good job there by the defense stretching that play out. That will get out to, we'll call it the 45. It's going to be a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and a long 8. Or 3rd and 8, excuse me. And I think Edgar may be happy to run as much of this clock out as they can, not in any hurry. I think their entire offensive strategy was based on what happened on that first play. So they will send one receiver out wide to the far side. That is Dawson Bornheimer. Maurer, Strite, and Butt all in the line. Strite's going to keep it, and he is going to go down immediately. No chance there. They're going to call it a run. It looked like it was a planned run. Tucker Strite goes down back at the 40. And Darlington will use a timeout. We will take it quickly with them as well. It'll be 4th and 13 when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has 2 different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
Edgar facing 4th and 13, and Gavin Maurer is going to be back to punt. So 58 seconds and 2 timeouts for Darlington. 2 deep to try and return this one. Low snap to Maurer. He has trouble with it, able to pick it up. He gets it away. It's going to be a roller off to the far side, and that's going to go out of bounds at about the 33. So not a great punt, not a great snap. Force Maurer to kind of try and piece something together there, and Darlington will take over 1st and 10, 51 seconds left and 2 timeouts. From their own 33. Darlington. Comes out. We'll see what kind of offense they come out in. Looks like they're going to come out in that pistol look. It's going to be Callum Chris behind Zeke Zuberbuehler. They send a receiver in motion. It's going to be an option. Toss out to Chris. Chris fighting through. He will get that one out across the 35. Chris will get that one. They will mark it right at the 38. Gain of 5. Darlington moves quickly. Snap. Spinning out. Looking to throw. Got his guy. Catch is made. Glendenning's going to go out of bounds across the 50. So they will connect up with Dante Glendenning. That'll get to the 49. That's going to be a gain of 13 and a first down for the Darlington Redbirds, and that's going to allow them to huddle up. 31 seconds to go. Still have the 2 timeouts. Now some confusion on the play here, it looks like. But they do get that set. It's going to be the shotgun look. Chris next to Zuberbuehler in that shotgun look. 3 wide to the far side, 1 wide to the near side. Zuberbuehler is going to drop back. He's going to go downfield. That one is going to be waiting for a signal. Looks like they're going to say he caught it. Inbounds, got the foot down. Connecting up there with 16. That is Brooke Boucher. That is going to be all the way down to the 14. And I'm going to see they might be, they're going to hold this play up. They're going to hold it up here, and they're going to take a look. I can't imagine he got that foot down. If it is, it's going to be just a toe tap. And, yeah, they're going to send the teams to their sidelines. I think Edgar might have taken a timeout to – Edgar took a timeout. Oh, they're going to take a look at it. Nope, Edgar didn't take a timeout. They're going to take a look at it. I didn't see a replay up on the board. Darlington was going quickly. So they're going to have the referee come over, take a look at it. We're going to step aside as they do. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Looking at the TVs up here in the press box, it's going to be an interesting call. Looks like he might have been out. But it's whether there's enough evidence to overturn. We saw that in the first game, the fumble return by Cochrane Fountain City. The call stood. Referee still looking at the video down on the sideline. They're using the Big Ten replay equipment here in Camp Randall. Still taking a look at it. They're going to spend a lot of time looking at this one. So the advantage for Darlington is it was called a catch. So you have the catch already. It's a question of if there's enough evidence to overturn. The hard part is looking at the replays they're showing on the TVs up here is you can't see both his foot and where the ball is as he's going out of bounds. He's got a toe down, but you can't see if he's secured the ball at that point. So that's going to be the big question. And it is a 35-yard question as the official's still looking at it. They're going to have to make a decision here at some point. Edgar did use a timeout. And looks like maybe they're ready to go. Yep, they're ready to make a call. They do call it an incomplete pass. So they take the pass off the board. They do rule he was out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from midfield. And that is a big break for the Edgar Wildcats. So 2nd and 10. Option look, pitch off to the far side. That's going to be upended at the 50, and that is going to be a Fitzsimmons on that one. He will get out to the 50, and Cochrane Fountain City will use their timeout. We will keep it here. That is a big, big break for the Edgar Wildcats getting that call overturned, as that one was headed for, you had 1st and 10 inside the 20. Instead, now you're looking at 3rd and 3 from the 50, 19 seconds left. Darlington will be down to a single timeout. So you don't have to go for the end zone here. You can maybe throw something about, maybe some type of slant play at around the 30, or maybe an out play getting out towards the sideline. Try and save that timeout if you can. But you have the whole field to work with. The kicker, Yasser Andino, has looked pretty good on the extra points so far. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do if maybe they kick a field goal. So Darlington, 1 timeout left. They are going to spread it out a little bit, 2 wide here to the near side. A couple tight ends on that far side. They send Glendenning in motion, fake the give. The throw comes over the middle. That is going to be incomplete. Bounced in again. Again targeting Booker Busher, and that's going to be 4th down. 14 seconds, and with that 14 seconds, Darlington, I think, is going to try and pin Edgar deep here and force Edgar to not think about anything offensively and just maybe take a knee, head to the half. Slow, high snap, the rugby kick. That is going to spin sideways. That's going to be taken by Maurer, and he's going to get a couple yards. So about 6 seconds left. Maurer will be down at the 33. So not a long punt. And Edgar, 6 seconds. Maybe you go into the back of the playbook a little bit here, see what you can draw up. So we will see what Edgar can come up with here, or if they just maybe do a run play. They are going to spread it out. Maurer's going to go out wide on the far side. 2 wide, 3 wide here to the near side. So Edgar's going to spread it out, maybe look to break a pass play. Darlington moving around a little bit. They will send one of the receivers in motion across the formation. Snap. Pressure comes immediately, and no chance there. Tucker's strike goes down again, and that is how the half will end. Tucker Strite sacked again, and that will be the half. Almost all Darlington, 35-6. We're going to step aside for a few minutes. We'll be back with some first half stats coming up in just a few minutes, so stick around.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. Century 21 Dairyland Realty, a proud supporter of local athletics.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has 2 different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Cleaner Insurance.
Clinner Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Do you know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances, yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more? At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today. Looking to harness the power of the sun and save on your energy costs? With Marshfield Medical Center Credit Union Solar Loan, you can go solar without the burden of paying interest on the full amount from the start. Here's how it works. Instead of financing everything up front, we disperse loans when requested by your solar installer. If you're waiting on your installer, you won't pay interest during the wait. By taking advantage of this flexible payment option, you could save on unnecessary interest charges. Visit mmccu.com/solar to learn more today.
One thing that surprised me about the RVA is the want to do school, whereas it was kind of a struggle before.
All of the educators, the staff, the therapists, the specialists, everybody is so knowledgeable. And my favorite thing is that we all work together as a team for the kids. I really feel like we're partners with the RVA. I just love it so much. I know I've said that before, but I love the RVA.
I absolutely feel that Tiger Lily is getting a great education with RVA. She is challenged and she's not bored. She enjoys her classwork.
I love the teachers. The teachers are the best part. My teachers are very friendly and they're easy to reach out to when you need help with an assignment. The teachers are always there when you need help.
What I love about RVA is the flexibility first, but second is that Tiger Lily is so happy with this school, with her teachers, and with what she's learning. It's awesome.
Our experience in the RVA has been wonderful. The teachers are extremely supportive and Simon really seems to enjoy it and is making friends, and he's more socially active now than he was in a traditional school.
Something I want other kids to know is that even though it seems like you're not going to make friends, you actually are. I like how the RVA provides an environment that's more suited to my needs.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the #1 goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
RVA has helped me learn by giving me more hands-on activities.
I can watch his writing develop. He has confidence to ask questions of his teachers if he doesn't understand. He's composing his own schedule, which is a lot like what a young adult is going to need to learn how to do, and he's learning that at 11.
My favorite part about being in the RVA is all the amazing clubs. I get on some clubs and then I realize that there are so many people
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Do you know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances, yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more? At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today.
Glenner Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Glenner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Glenner Insurance.
Welcome back. We are at the half. 35-6 Darlington over Edgar. We're going to take a look at your first half stats. Tucker Strite, 0 of 3 for 0 yards passing. Yet to complete a pass. Rushing, Maverick Butt, 7 carries, 82 yards. Most of that coming on that 61-yard run that set up the touchdown. Gavin Maurer, 4 carries for 16 yards and the touchdown. Landon Lukasco, 1 carry for 4 yards when Maurer was on the bench. And then Tucker Strite, 7 carries for -4 yards. He's had a mix of some good runs and then some sacks that have counted against his rushing total. On the other side for the Darlington Redbirds, Zeke Zuberbuehler, 3 of 5 for 41 yards and the touchdown. He has also carried the ball 6 times for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Callum Christ, 11 carries, 86 yards. Ryder Fitzsimmons, 5 carries for 30 yards, and Dante Glendenning, 3 carries for 15 yards and a touchdown. Dante Glendenning, he has 3 catches for 41 yards and a touchdown. And then Chris also has a 36-yard interception return for a touchdown. We've got about 8 minutes here till the start of the second half. Some thoughts for both teams as Edgar went to the locker room. Darlington stays out on the field. For Darlington, I think it's clock management. Run the clock. Take your time. You've got a 29-point lead. You don't want to go quickly and kind of allow Edgar maybe some opportunities to get back into this. We saw that in the D7 game where where Kenosha St. Joseph kept the pace up a little bit, and that gave some extra opportunities for Cochrane Fountain City to get back in that game. Ended up not mattering, but came close. It was a close call on a onside kick that could have made that game really interesting. And on the Edgar side, I think you got to score on this first drive. You had the one big play. That's been it. I think you really need to look at what you are doing. Look at getting yourself into the end zone here. Get it to a 2-possession game. Don't worry too much about what's going after that. But if you get to that point, I think it makes the mental part of it. 3-possession game. Gets the mental part of that a little bit easier for you when you see a 2-digit score number up there for you compared to just that 6 that's on there right now. But that is going to be an interesting thing. We will have highlights of this game coming up later tonight along with photos. Photo update on there now. You can take a look at some of the stuff we've got. We have photos from all 7 divisions, video highlights from all 7 divisions as we are here all weekend. In fact, you can listen to one more game tomorrow I will be on the call for the Division II game. That is going to be a fun one. The best running back in the state, Kingston Allen, facing off against the best passing offense in the state in West De Pere. That is going to be a very fun game. 2 of the 3 teams from the 2 divisions of the FRCC to make it here to Madison this year is Division I Bayport also here. So we got 2 more games of highlights for you yet tonight. We got Division 5. That is Northwestern versus Mayville. Then Division 4, that is a rematch of a Week 1 game. That is Winneconne and Little Chute, both making the trip down from the Fox Valley area. And then tomorrow, the Division 3 game, that is Reedsburg and Grafton. Reedsburg comes in with another big-time running back. And Grafton comes in with that balanced offense. Then the D2 game we talked about. And then Division 1, it is Arrowhead making their first appearance here in a decade, facing off against Bayport, last year's Division I champion. We're going to step aside for a couple more minutes. We will be back with the second half right after this right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Do you know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances, yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more? At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today.
Clinner Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
At Clinner Insurance.
Welcome back. We are at the half of this Division 6 state championship game. Darlington leads Edgar 35-6. We will wrap up the football season tomorrow night, and then we dive right back into basketball. We are in Abbotsford on Monday. The good old neighborly rivalry between the Abbotsford Falcons and the Colby Hornets gets renewed in girls basketball. That is a 6:30 varsity-only start from Abbotsford this year. And then we get hockey for the first time on Tuesday. The Regis Altoona McDonald second here. Regis Altoona McDonald will be in for boys hockey. That is a 7 o'clock start. Take a couple days for Thanksgiving. And then we are in Raider Hall for the Kissel Memorial Basketball Tournament. That is 6 games over 2 days from Medford. Medford, Regis, Crandon, Rhinelander, DC Everest, and Wausau West all competing up there. So a lot of basketball for you over the Thanksgiving weekend. And a lot of basketball, hockey, wrestling, some gymnastics, some swimming, all sorts of stuff coming up as we go full bore into the winter sports season. As we get set here, Edgar will get the football to start the second half, barring a Darlington onside kick. I don't think you do it here. This is one of those points where I think you try and, I mean, it would be a dagger move for sure. Onside kick and push the ball down the field as final seconds of halftime ticking off here. Darlington wants to get going. Darlington can finally feel it. They have made a ton of trips to state. They've got titles, but they haven't won one since the 90s. They have made 6 trips here to Camp Randall and finished second. Their last 6 times here. So they're looking to break that curse, and they are 24 minutes away from doing it. Yasser and Dino back to kick this one away, but Maurer and Streit back to return this. Stepping up, it's going to be a low line drive. That's going to take a bounce. That's going to be picked up by Maverick Butt. But trying to find a bit of a seam, will get that out to the 35, and that is all he will get. And the Edgar offense will come out here, 1st and 10 from the 35. And see what Edgar can draw up here. Straight in the shotgun. Backs either side of him. There's a receiver out wide on the far side. Give. That's going to come over here to the near side. Fighting through traffic. Room to run. Coming down this far sideline. He'll be pushed out of bounds. That is Maverick Butt. He'll get a big gain on 1st down. That is exactly what you needed there. Get that one out across midfield. They will mark it at the 44. That's going to be a gain of 21 on 1st down. Receiver goes out wide to the far side. That is Dom Contreras. They're going to stay in this shotgun look. Maurer on the near side and snap. Give, Butt from the far side. Butt's going to go right back over here onto this near side, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds after he gets across the 40. Nice run there for Maverick Butt. That's going to get down to the 38. Gain of 6 on 1st down, 2nd and 4. The question now is Edgar's moving the football. If they can keep moving the football, they have an opportunity, but the problem is, can they stop Darlington? They have yet. They stopped Darlington once. That was right there at the end of the half, and it took a almost toe tap miss for them to get that. Backs either side of Streit. Snap. Streit fakes the give. Quick pass. That is going to be, they're going to say it's a catch. So the pass is completed. That is going to connect up there with Isaiah Kraft. That's going to get down to the 33. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. It was hard to tell from up here if he caught it. It was close. They don't review catches at this level, and they're going to stay in the shotgun look, backs either side of Tucker Strite. The receiver is all the way out. They're going to give Maurer. Maurer picking through traffic. He'll get that one across the 30. Gavin Maurer will get that one. That'll be marked at the 29. So a nice gain of 4 there on first down. 2nd and 6 for the, I'll call it 2nd and 5.5. Wide out here to the near side. Snap. Give. That is going to go to Butt. Butt cuts it back. Butt, he's going to run into a wall at the 26, and he will go backwards, but not before he picks up another 3. That's going to set up 3rd and 3 here for the Edgar Wildcats. 3rd and 2.5, we'll call it. Snap, give, Butt, he's going to slip through. Looks like ball came out, still on the ground. Looks like it'll still be a first down. One of the linemen ends up on it. That was 64. Alex Schneider is the one who ends up with it. Alex Schneider lands on it. So they will mark it right at the 23. So it is enough for a first down. They do just get it. So Schneider will go in as recovering the fumble. The yards will go to the running back Butt. Butt on that, Butt and Maurer either side of Strite in that shotgun look. Snap. Strite drops back. Pressure comes. He's going to go over the middle. 2 receivers there. Lot of traffic, incomplete. So I have a feeling somebody ran the wrong route there, as you had 2 receivers converging at the football, and that's not usually what you want there. So that will set up 2nd and 10. Yeah, we had a quick sprint up here today from the field, as that D7 game took a long time. Looking both sides straight. Give. Maurer picking through traffic. He'll get that one across the 20. He'll get down to the 19. Gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Edgar Wildcats. The room is there. Like, the line is doing their job. The thing that's been slowing down Edgar is those linebackers and especially the defensive backs have been getting there quickly and causing problems for these Edgar Wildcat running backs. Maurer and Butt, either side of Tucker Strite. 1 receiver all the way on the far side. That is Trewicki. Snap. It's going to be an option play and no chance anywhere. The defense comes through. It is Callum Christ there to break up the run. It was an option look, and they never even had a chance to really think about the option. That goes back to the 21. It'll be 4th and 8. And a big 4th down here for the Edgar Wildcats. Clock ticking, will go under 8:40 to play, as Edgar has methodically marched their way down the field. This is a 9-play, 44-yard drive. But they face a 4th and long. Snap. Fake to give. Pressure comes immediately. Open. Middle opens up. Strite able to do it. Does he get there? He does. Tucker Strite able to tuck that one down. The middle opened up. He gets down to the 11. Needed 8, got 10. The biggest thing there, Tucker Strite able to sidestep one of the defensive ends coming in. I didn't see the number on the player. And by that point, the pass rush tried to wrap around, and it opened the middle of the field up. And Tucker Strite able to see it, tuck, and run. So now 1st and 10 from the 11. 2 backs, Strite under center. Snap. Whistles and a flag. And I think this is going to be a motion penalty on. It is. It's going to be a motion penalty on the Edgar Wildcats, so it'll be 1st and 15. Get the big play and then commit the penalty, so it'll be 1st and 15 from the 16. Edgar finally with some positive passing yards. 1 of 5 for 5 yards passing. They've rushed for 143. Darlington 262 yards rushing, 35 passing. Snap, give Maurer. Maurer working out the far side, gets a block. He'll get most of the penalty yardage back. We'll see where they mark it. He's gonna get to the 13, so he's only gonna get 3 of them back. So it's gonna be we'll call it 2nd and 12. 2nd and 11 and a half sounds about better. As this crew not using the hash marks as much as some high school crews do. Straight under center. 1 receiver all the way out wide here on the near side. Back side by side. Give, but gets an opening. He's got a chance here. Puts his head down. Bulldoze his touchdown, Edgar. Maverick Butt just puts that head down, runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Edgar. 35-12. We'll see if they go for 2 here. Make it an even 21. Strite stays on the field. So, yeah, they are going to go for 2. Maurer and Butt in the backfield. Receiver out on that far side. That is Dom Contreras. Snap. Looking. Quick pass here to come over here to Maurer. Incomplete. Could not hold on. It was a little low. Had to go down for it. I think even if he does, his knee hits the ground before he gets in the end zone. So 2-point conversion is no good. 35-12. Darlington with the lead. We're going to step aside. We'll be back with a kickoff right after this. It's a media timeout right here on Sports on Focus.
Looking to harness the power of the sun and save on your energy costs? With Marshfield Medical Center Credit Union Solar Loan, you can go solar without the burden of paying interest on the full amount from the start. Here's how it works. Instead of financing everything up front, we disperse loans when requested by your solar installer. If you're waiting on your installer, you won't pay interest during the wait. By taking advantage of this flexible payment option, you could save on unnecessary interest charges. Visit mmccu.com/solar to learn more today.
Drive summary for the Edgar Wildcats. They go 12 plays, 65 yards, capped off by the 13-yard touchdown run by Maverick Butt. The 2-point conversion was no good. 35-12, 6:43 to go here in that third quarter. Edgar started with the football. That was all Edgar here in the first quarter. In the third quarter, they run almost half the quarter off to get that score. They're going to have to score a little bit quicker if they're going to want to get back in this one. First question is, can they stop these Darlington Redbirds? They did it once right at the end of the half. Otherwise, your drives for Darlington, 3 plays, 7 yards punt. Oh, no, looking at the wrong side. 5 plays, 65 yards, touchdown. 10 plays, 81-yard touchdown. 9 plays, 39-yard touchdown. 2 plays, 90-yard touchdown. And then the 5 plays, 17-yard drive with a punt, as that one will end up in the hands of Zeke Zuberbuehler. He's going to bring it over here near side. He's going to cut through, gets upended. He won't get to the 30. And that is where the offense will take over at the 28. 1st and 10, Darlington. So Darlington looking in on offense. Snap. Give. That is going to go to Chris. Chris working out the far side. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. Well read there by that Edgar defense, as Chris is going to lose 2 back to the 26. So 2nd and 12 for the, actually make it 2nd and 13 for the Darlington Redbirds as they stay in that pistol look. Wide receivers either side. They send one of the receivers in motion. It's going to be a give. Chris up the middle. He's not even going to get the yards he lost back, as this defense has collapsed in a little bit here. That is going to just get back to the 28. So 3rd and 11 for Darlington. If you're Edgar and you can get Darlington off the field here quickly, you're trailing by 23. So it's a 3-score game no matter what. Snap, fake to give. Throwing downfield, looking for the receiver. Tipped up in the air, almost picked off. 3 different Edgar Wildcats had a chance at it. Lucasco tipped it up into the air. Looked like it was Dom Contreras had a chance at it. Maurer almost picked it off the turf. But that is going to be 4th down, and for the first time, actually the second time today, we will see Darlington punt. And an opportunity here for Edgar to cut a little more into this lead. Snap, high snap. It's the run-up rugby kick, and that's going to spin sideways, and that's going to go out of bounds on the Darlington side of the field. So there is a big opportunity here for Edgar, as they will start on the Darlington 45-yard line. 1st and 10. 5:14 to go. Media timeout. We will take it with them. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus. With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. Century 21 Dairyland Realty, a proud supporter of local athletics.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Welcome back. 5:14 to go here in the third. Edgar gets the football back after a Darlington 3 and out. Down 23. Wait for the TV guy to give him the all clear. Split backs behind Tucker Strite. Snap. Give. That's going to go to Butt. Butt working off this near side. He will get out across the 45, down to the 43. Short gain there for Maverick Butt. Sets up 2nd and 7. Good start to the drive there. Get some positive yards. Clock ticking under 5 to play here in the third quarter. For Edgar, I think you got to start trying to open the playbook up a little bit here. See if you can get Maurer or Butt out into space a little bit here. Tucker Strite under center. They send the receiver in motion. Snap. They're going to give that one to Maurer. Maurer's going to spin off some traffic. He'll get the first down out across the 35. Nice little spin move there from Gavin Maurer. Gets that one down to the 34. Needed 4, got 5. Second down, first down and 10 for Edgar. They pick up the pace just a little bit here as they will send Trewicki out wide to the far side. Butt and Maurer, they'll split backs behind Tucker Strite. Strite under center. Long count, snap. It's going to be an option give. Strite's going to keep it. Turns upfield, gets it across the 30. He'll get down, piled up at the 27. But a nice little run there. The defense collapsing in on the... They're spreading out on the option pitch. And Tucker Strite saw that, kept it, cut it back to the inside, and was able to pick up a good chunk of yards. Second down and 4. Split backs again, Strite under center. Looking in, snap, fake the give. Strite's going to drop back, looking to throw. Gets that one short. Catch is made by Maurer. He'll get the first down. Just enough there for Gavin Maurer. He will get the first down. That'll be down to the 22. So needed 3, got 4. 3 of 6 now for 41. Oh, no, looking at the wrong side here. 2 of 6 for 10 yards now for Tucker Strite passing. He is positive on the rushing, 11 carries, 14 yards. A lot of the negative coming from sacks. So they send the receiver almost onto the hash marks on the far sideline, splits backs behind Tucker Strite. Snap, give, Butt hit in the backfield. He will spin forward, might get a yard out of that. He was hit in the backfield, able to salvage a yard down to the 21. And that took a lot of work to get that yard. Clock 2:36 to go here. In this third quarter. Second and 9. Receiver on the far side. Split back. Snap. Give. Maurer into the line. Not much there. They're not even going to give him. They're going to give him the line of scrimmage. Gavin Maurer doesn't get anything on that one. Well read play by the front line there from Darlington. And a 3rd and 9. 2-down territory here for the Wildcats. So they're not looking to get all of it here at once. Long conversation in the huddle. Trewicki is out wide to the far side. Strite under center. Running backs either side. That is, as always, Maurer and Butt. Fake the give. Pressure immediately on Tucker Strite. Escapes it. Looking. Throws downfield just a little too high. Had Gavin Maurer wide open. That was going to be an easy touchdown, but it was about 6 inches too high. And it'll be 4th and 9 for the Wildcats. The defense stopped. I think they thought Strite was going to go out of bounds. So they kind of stopped for a second there. That allowed Maurer to get behind him. But Streit just could not quite get that pass on target. So 4th and 9. Receiver out wide here to the near side. Split backs behind Streit. Streit surveys the defense. A lot of players up on the line. Darlington has sent the kitchen sink. Streit running. He's going to go down. No, ball comes out. Either way, it is Darlington football. Darlington has been sending the kitchen sink against Tucker Streit, and it works there again. That'll go back to the 29. They ruled him down. So that'll be a turnover on downs. And with 1:17 to go here in the third, Darlington can run some clock. Sure, they did not rule him down. They ruled it was a fumble. Either way, it's Darlington football. It doesn't change anything other than the statistics. So Darlington comes out in the shotgun. That is Zuber Bueller with Colin Christ next to him. They send the receiver, that is Fitzsimmons, across the formation. Snap. It's going to be a straight run by Zuber Bueller. He is not going to get much of anything. They're going to give him 1 to the 30. And that's it. Good defense there from the Edgar Wildcats. So it'll be 2nd and 9. And again, Darlington put 35 points up in that first half. They have run 4 offensive plays here in the second half. Edgar driving down, scoring. Darlington ran the 3 plays, punted. Edgar drove down the field but stalled out. Snap. It's going to be a counter play. That was read well. I believe that was Tucker Streit blasting in. Let's see if he turns his back enough I can see his number. It was. Tucker Streit on the tackle, read the trickeration play well there. Glenn Denning actually is going to lose 2 back to the 28. And that third time ticking down. Darlington, I think, is going to be more than happy to run this one to the quarter break. 1 quarter to go. 12 minutes separates Darlington from a state championship. See if they can hold on when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has 2 different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Darlington facing a 3rd and 11. Snap, pressure comes. Zimmermueller gets away from him. He's got a guy wide open. Catch is made. Downfield, Edgar lost a player in the defense, and that is going to get a first down. Connecting up there, that was 16. Brooker Busher gets that one all the way down to the 43, and when Edgar had a chance to force another punt, they just lose Brooker Busher in the defense, and Darlington a new set of downs, and that is going to let them run some more clock. 2 wide here to the near side. Now they bring Fitzsimmons in as a wing on this near side. They send the receiver from the far side in motion. They give it to him on the sweep. Well read. He's going to fall forward for one. That is going to be Glendenning. He will get 1 to the 42. The jet sweep well read there by the Edgar Wildcats. 2nd and 9 as we go under 11 minutes to play. Darlington, as we said, looking to break a long streak of losing state championship games. Including we saw them have struggle with the Stratford Tigers a couple years ago, and they are happy to go slow. They're going to maybe try and sneak up here. They're going to go into that 3-back look. The give goes to Glendenning. Glendenning fighting through traffic. He's going to get down to the 35, and a flag comes in late. I think we're going to see what it's for. They're going to mark it at the 34. So it's a yard short, and we'll see what the penalty is for after the play. Late in the play, anyway. That's going to be a personal foul on Edgar. So tack another 15 on top of that. So it was definitely late. Somebody, I think they're going to get him for piling on. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 19 for Darlington. And Darlington, they're going to stay in the huddle. They're going to wait for the hand to go up. That's what they've been doing on this drive, is wait for the hand to go up, then come to the line, not give Edgar a chance to reset, as they pretty much keep the same personnel on the field. It's just a matter of where they are placed in the field. Fitzsimmons and Glendenning will go out as receivers as we are still ticking down time. Now the hand goes up. They're going to come out that 3-back look. Christ is the fullback at the front of it. Snap, give. That's going to pick through traffic. That is Fitzsimmons, I believe. And he's going to get that one down to the 12. Yes, it was. It was Fitzsimmons, number 8 on the carry. Gets down to the 12, picks up 7. 2nd and 3, and Darlington within range of putting this one away. So, assuming Edgar doesn't have a miraculous comeback in him, Stratford will still have that one little up on him in recent times with the 3 straight state championships, as they will now sprint to the line again. They're going to stay in that look. Fitzsimmons on the far side, Glendenning on the near side of the split backs. Snap, that is going to go to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons fighting through traffic. He's going to stay on his feet. He's going to get that one down. It's going to be a first down to the 7. Ryder Fitzsimmons picks up 5. 1st and goal. So 1st and goal for the Redbirds as they look to Punch this one in. Clock running, 8:43 and ticking to go. Again, Darlington in no hurry. They're using almost every last second of this clock. Now the hand goes up. They will sprint to the line. They will stay in that three-back look. Fitzsimmons on the far side, Glendenning on the near side. That might have been a fumbled. Oh, that was a give up the middle. That was to Callum Christ. He will get that to the 5. That is a quick handoff there to Chris. I'm kind of hoping they put it up on the big board here, but they are not going to. See exactly how Zuberbuehler got that ball away. Callum Chris approaching 100 yards, and now they will back off. Darlington again. Now the hand goes up. Now Darlington late to get to the line. Count is on. Interesting formation here. It's going to be a straight run from Zuberbuehler. He's going to be near the end zone. They are going to give him the touchdown. Zuberbuehler into the end zone. Touchdown, Darlington. And that will be the icing on the cake, 41-12. And there is an injured Darlington Redbird on the field. They are going to tend to him. They're holding here. So they are going to take immediate timeout. The replay is holding the play while we have an injured Redbird down right on the goal line. I could not see who that was. So the replay booth is taking a look at it. Yep, they're going to bring him in. So they're going to bring him in. They're going to review this. So while they review it, we're going to step aside. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus. So the review is over. We're going to wait for TV to come back for them to make the call. They haven't. They're still tending to the injured player. So it'll be interesting to see. They haven't moved the football yet, so I think it's going to stand. Or no, it is going to be short. They are moving the football, so the touchdown's going to come off the board. We don't have the official word yet, but they have moved the football to the 1. Oh, no, that is not supposed to do that. So they're going to take the touchdown off the board. They're going to rule him short, so it's going to be 3rd and goal from inside the 1. The injured Redbird comes to the sideline. That is number 5. So Kagan Paisley comes to the sideline. He is being tended to on the bench. So Darlington will have 3rd and goal from inside the 1. I mean, Zuberbuehler got as close as you can get without getting into the end zone. So it'll be 3rd and goal. I'm not kidding. The entire football is inside the 1-yard line. Hand goes up. They're going to rush to the line. It's going to be a very tight formation. Snap. Zuberbuehler. This time he will go into the end zone. Touchdown, Darlington. And now we can say Darlington pretty much has a stranglehold on this one. Took an extra play, 41-12, and Darlington will send out the kicking team. Kick the extra point. 288 yards on the ground for Darlington today. They have thrown for only 64. So the left-footed kicking Yasser Andino on to kick the extra point. Snap. Wide snap. Ball is down. Almost got blocked, but it is good. The kick is good. 42-12. We are going to step aside as the media is going to take another timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus. 42-12. Darlington 7-0-1 away from a WIAA Division VI state championship. They will be kicking off the drive summary on that last drive. 11 plays, 71 yards. Capped off by the 1-yard touchdown run by Zeke Zuberbuehler. Extra point was good. Zuberbuehler now 126 yards on 9 carries, 3 touchdowns. Running and 1 passing as that was going to take a bounce. Picked up by one of the up guys. He will get out to the 35, and that is it. Run down there. That is going to be Dom Contreras on the return. And it'll be marked at the 35, and that is where Edgar will take over. 6:56. Try and get this one in the end zone. Clean that line up just a little bit. There's some pride to play for here for these seniors. Obviously, they've got 2 state championships to their name, but probably just playing out this one here a little bit. Darlington with the big lead. They will give that one to Butt in the backfield. No chance. Swarmed by the black jerseys of the Redbirds. Maverick Butt is going to lose a couple back to the 38. So 2nd and 12. Split backs again behind Strite. One receiver on the far side. Snap. Strite. It's going to be a counter play coming over here near side. Little bit of room to run. They're going to get the first down and goes out of bounds. Out across the 45. That is Lukasco on the carry. Get that one down. He will be down at the 45. Be 1st and 10. Actually, they give him the 47. As the Darlington fans starting to feel it. 1st and 10 here, 6:11 to go. One wide receiver way out on the far side. On the far side numbers, everybody else here on the hash. Snap, quick hit. That one's going to be fumbled. Butt's going to pick it up off the bounds, but slows the play down. He will turn that into positive yards. That ball bounced back to Maverick Butt. He never got it cleanly on the toss. And he will get to the 49. It'll be 2nd and 8. That ball could have bounced a couple different ways. It bounced right back up into the chest of Maverick Butt, and he was able to turn it into positive yards. As they show Hall of Fame coach Jerry Sins up on the Jumbotron here in the stadium. One wide on the far side. Backs either side, shotgun look here from the Wildcats. They send the receiver in motion. Snap, give. Now it's going to be a toss out here. That is going to be picked up and well read. That's only going to be a yard on all of that. So it'll be a handoff to Gavin Maurer, who will then complete the pass to 24. Graham Strite, he will get that one to the 49. So all of that for nothing. It'll end up in the book as nothing. So one out wide here to the near side. The Darlington coach yelling something to his team. Count is on. Snap, almost a delay of game. Butt gets it. He's going to get a hole, but he's going to be held short. Got a bit of a hole. Gets that one down to the 45. Maverick Butt gets 6 on the play. And that's going to set up 4th and 2 with 4:12 to play. Edgar not in much of a hurry here right now. They're going to take some hardware back to Edgar. As Edgar comes out, 3:45 to play. Split backs behind Tucker Strite. He sends the receiver in motion across the formation. Snap, give. That is going to go to Butt. Butt's going to fight forward. He'll get the first down. Maverick Butt will get the first down. They will give him the 41. So picks up a few, gets the first down. New set of downs. 3:30 to play here in the game. We will have full photo and highlights coming up later today, and then we will get highlights of the Division 5 game. That is Northwestern and Mayville facing off here at Camp Randall. That game scheduled to start at 4 o'clock. Split backs behind Strite. Snap. Give. That's going to go to Butt. Butt's going to fight forward. He'll get that one down to the 38. Picks up about 3. Second and 7. Clock ticking. And again, Edgar huddles. They're not really looking. I think they're looking just to get down the field. Maybe get one more score on the board. Butt and Maurer side by side in that backfield. Snap. Give. Working here off the near side. That is Maurer. Maurer is going to get down to the 35. but that is about it. And that's going to set up another 3rd and long, 3rd and 4. And there, Maurer is down hurt. He's kind of holding an ankle, it might look like here. And he is very hurt. He is rolling around on the field. We're going to take a break as they tend to Gavin Maurer. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports on Focus. Gavin Maurer is up, walking off the field. So that is a good sign. I doubt we will see him the rest of this game. Better to be safe than sorry. He's got a good, he's limping a bit yet. Coming off the field gingerly. So, 3rd and 4. 3 wide to the far side, 1 wide here to the near side. Clock is supposed to be running. They don't run it yet. Now they start. Strite working out the far side. He sees an opening. He's going to take off. He'll get the first down. He'll be bullied out of bounds inside the 20. Nice run there by Tucker Strite. Gets that one. Actually, they'll say he stepped out at the 21. 1st and 10. 2:06 to play. The clock stops. It's the one downside if you're Darlington and you go all out for the sack with a quarterback that is as mobile as Tucker Strite is. I mean, you're dealing with somebody who is a state champion relay runner several times over for the Edgar track team. Is that he can just find that opening. You're going to give those seams. Snap, give. Working off this near side, that is going to get piled up right at the 20. That's going to be Maverick Butt coming out of the bottom of the pile. Gain of just 1 to the 20. 2nd and 9. Wide receiver down here on the near side on the Big Ten Rivalry Series logo that's on the field for the Minnesota game coming up. Side-by-side backs in the backfield. That's Lukasko and Butt. Snap. Strite in trouble. He's going to go down. The sack, they're going to give him forward progress. That's going to go all the way back. They will mark it at the 28. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 17 under a minute to play. And Edgar is going to just let this clock run. See if maybe they take a shot at the end, couple shots at the end zone here right at the end. They're going to come out, pistol look, 3 wide to the far side, 1 wide here to the near side. They're going to send it back in motion, one of the receivers in motion, Snap, dropping back, Strite. Strite's going to spin out here to the near side. Looking, still looking, still looking. He's going to run out of room and throw that one away. Great coverage downfield. Strite had time, just could not find an open receiver. And 4th and 17, and it all come with 23 seconds left. The Darlington players aren't really celebrating all that much yet. You'd think they'd kind of get the feeling, but I don't think they're taking anything for granted here right now as they are getting as many. Oh, now they start getting into it a little bit as they start pulling some starters and sending in some of the younger kids. 3 wide here to the near side, 1 wide to the far side. Lukasco's that receiver on the far side. Butt is behind Strite in the backfield. Snap. Strite drops back. Pressure comes immediately. Throws that one up in the air. That's going to be picked off. It's going to come back. So Edgar's going to get another shot at this. So flags come in. That's going to be pass interference. That is going to be blatant pass interference. So it's going to be 4th and 2. I believe that should be against Darlington. They practically decapitated the Edgar receiver. Yep, so they will get the 15-yard penalty. So it'll be 4th and 2. So 4th and 2, and now whistles and a stoppage here. Nope, they move it back one, so it'll be 4th and 3 from the 14. So 15 seconds left. Edgar is going to come back in more of a normal set. Snap. Toss out to the far side. Maverick Butt. Room to run. Turns the corner. He'll go in. Touchdown. Touchdown Edgar right here at the end. Maverick Butt gets it in the end zone. It is a little bit of consolation here. 42-18. 9 seconds left. So get in right at the end. Makes that score line look a little better if you're an Edgar Wildcat. Maverick Butt, 20 carries, 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. So he's done his part here today, as they will send 2 wide to the far side. That is Trewlicki and Contreras. 2 wide here to the near side. Whistle and a flag, and I think we're going to get a delay of game. Yep. Delay of game on Edgar on the 2-point conversion. So it'll make it just a touch harder from the 8. So we'll see if that changes the calculation from the Edgar Wildcats. As they will huddle up again. They're going to send the same 2. They're going to send 2 wide here to the near side, 2 wide to the far side. Shotgun look with Butt next to Strite in the backfield. Snap. Strite drops back. Throws that one up. It's going to pop up into the air. Incomplete. On the 2-point conversion. 42-18. We will keep it here. Just 9 seconds left in this one. As some hugs starting to go around on that Darlington sideline. See if what Edgar decides to do here with the kickoff. If they are going to just say that they are okay with what they've got, or if they decide to try the 2-point conversion and take a shot at it, or try the onside kick and take a shot at it. They show some of the Darlington students that we have a hard time seeing. They're on this near sideline. It's hard for us to see that the stands on that side from the press box up here, but they are feeling it. These players have been through, this team has been through so many runner-ups, getting down here and falling just short so many times in a row, and they are going to get over the hump here today. 6 times in a row, Darlington has come down here and gone home with the silver ball. This time they will take gold, as they will bring a different kicker in this time. Edgar will bring 52. That is Tyler Schmidt in to kick this one away. Maybe your onside specialist, maybe just trying to see a guy for next year. Schmidt steps up. He will kick this one away. Fair catch called for, made at the 16. 7 seconds left. So just a knee here for Darlington. So Edgar will take their first loss of the year. Darlington will finish the year 14-0 as they rolled through the regular season, rolled through the playoffs. Snap, the knee, and that will do it. The Darlington Redbirds win the WIAA Division 6 state championship. With a 42-18 win. The Gatorade's been dumped. They are mobbing the coach. They are on the field jumping around. Darlington finally gets over that hump. They get another state title. They've had a few from the past, but they had gone on a tough run of getting down here and finishing runner-up. That includes 4 straight trips down here where they came up just short. But they get the win here today. We're going to go through the stats, starting with the Edgar Wildcats. Tucker Strite, 2 of 8 for 10 yards passing. Gavin Maurer, 1 of 1 for 0 yards on a trick play. Maverick Butt, 20 carries, 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gavin Maurer, 10 carries for 39 yards. Tucker Strite, 14 carries for 12 yards. A lot of his big carries disappearing in the sack total. He was sacked several times here today. And then Landon Lukasco, 2 carries for 11 yards. Gavin Maurer caught 1 pass for 5 yards. Graham Strike caught 1 for 0. Isaiah Kraft, 1 for 5. On the other side for the Darlington Redbirds, Zeke Zuberbuehler, 4 of 7 for 70 yards and a touchdown. He also led the team in rushing, 9 carries for 126 yards and 3 touchdowns. Callum Chris, 14 carries for 88 yards. Ryder Fitzsimmons, 7 carries for 42. Dante Glendenning, 6 carries for 22. And then receiving, Dante Glendenning, 3 catches for 41 yards. Booker Boucher, 1 catch for 29. Darlington is your 2025 Division 6 state champion. That is going to wrap up our coverage here today. Live, I will be down on the field with highlights for Division 5. That is Northwestern and the Mayville Cardinals facing off. I will be back on the air tomorrow about 1 o'clock. That will be Bayport and West De Pere. Battle of the best running back in the state versus the best passing offense in the state. So it's going to be a fun one tomorrow afternoon. So I want to thank everyone for joining us here today. I'm Steve Ockenick, Sports on Focus. Enjoy the rest of the day. We will see you all